Hello, fam. What is up? I'm excited about this message because I was sitting outside by my garden and I received a message to bring forward the energy of the Fool. The Fool card. And as we are approaching a new moon in Aries on Friday, I feel these themes coming up about initiation. And Aries is heavily correlated with the Fool card and this beautiful imagery of pure potential, of initiation, of something new brewing within us, but also this unknown aspect to, I can feel it, I can sense it, but I still can't fully see the full picture of it. And I feel as though this new moon is asking us to illuminate that inner ignition and that clarity of desire, but also to not attach any expectations to it and just allow it to flow through. Allow it to be what it is. Allow this birthing to happen. And with the Fool, I feel that is a sacred invitation into the unknown. An invitation to lead with the heart. You see how this figure has their heart wide open. And what I wrote down was allowing miracles and synchronicity to be casual. To allow the support systems in your life. Maybe the divine is supporting you. We have the sun shining on this figure. We have the little dog that is accompanying this Fool on their journey. And the idea, this is the first card of the major arcana. It's the 0. It's the purest form of potential. It's that Aries energy of the first of the zodiac, of this movement away from Pisces, of that unity consciousness, that formlessness, into Aries, where we bring that down into matter, where we make the formless into a form, and trusting that it'll take form, trusting that we are guided. And it's also a question that came through was, how can love become my most prominent state? How can I move with love in everything that I do? How can trust be my default? How can deep listening become a second nature to me? That receiving. What does it feel like to relax into that feeling and to know that you are deeply supported in whatever is coming up, whatever is brewing within during this new moon? And I feel that the Fool is also the courage to move at the beat of your own drum, regardless of what other people may think, regardless of somebody's gonna thinks that I'm a fool, right? It's like this beautiful dance with the divine, of trusting that if I trust this little thread, this little idea, this little inkling, that it's going to lead to something bigger, that small thread leads to a cosmic web of creation. And if I just follow that little inkling, that it's going to lead me into this new world, and trusting those little tiny downloads or little steps and trusting that they will unfold into the next one. The ability to jump off that cliff and knowing that it's not reckless. It's coming from a place of embodied trust and listening, you know? And that's a beautiful energy to tap into when we're moving through this beautiful initiatory energy that the new moon in Aries brings. And so I wanted to also pick a few cards here to bring this message to life and to see whatever is going to serve the collective here with this message of trusting the unknown, trusting that you're safe to take a leap that maybe feels a little bit out of your comfort zone. And I feel like this archetype really reminds us that life itself can be a companion on this journey, and that support, synchronicity, and divine guidance can be deeply present when we're moving through uncertainty. Those two things can coexist at the same time, which is beautiful. And like to be open to wonder and to your imagination while also moving through those feelings of, I don't really know what's forming. I don't really know what's going on, but I'm just going to trust it. I'm just going to allow the universe to pour into me and allow my becoming to happen in a beautiful way, but also be an active participant in it. It's a beautiful dance of like push and pull, like not forcing, but receiving. Not doing, but initiating yourself into this becoming. So let's pick some cards here to clarify this beautiful Fool energy that is so, I feel like it's so alive in the collective right now in regards to what we're moving through astrologically. So let's see here. And let me know in the comments, like, if you're resonating with that energy of the Fool. I wrote something down that really made me laugh. I want to find it. Where is it? This is also a really powerful question. I wrote, this archetype also asks, are there parts of you that feel like it is irresponsible to treat life like a playful initiation? And what are those parts trying to protect? So I think that sometimes when we're stepping into a new phase or stepping into something different, maybe we take ourselves a little too seriously and we're like, I have to get this done, or like being overwhelmed about how much we're changing. And it's like, let's flip that over and allow this initiation to actually be playful and fun and bring in some curiosity. Like, who is this new version of me? I'm excited to meet this person. I'm excited to step into this new energy that's brewing within. And I'm open to allowing this process to be fun. You know, like I feel like this figure doesn't take life so seriously, you know? So let's get into it. Let's see what comes through here. So then we have the Judgment card here. So it's like, yeah, what are you waking up to in this moment that you don't need to rush to figure out all the moving parts. You don't have to rush to become. You don't have to rush to figure it all out. But this is just a call to tap into what am I receiving right now? What am I waking up to? What am I realizing needs to shift? What am I realizing that I am and that I want to tap into? So a lot of us might be getting some wake-up calls right now. Some messages from spirit. Some inner knowings. This is another powerful major arcana card that is this beautiful awakening to a new version of ourselves. That maybe we've known about it for a long time, but now we're fully able to wake up to it. Let's see what else comes through. Wow. And we have the Queen of Swords. So for a lot of us, I feel like in combination with this full energy, it's also, okay, yes, I'm stepping into this beautiful unknown, but I also have accumulated so much knowledge on my journey, so much wisdom. And with the sword pointing up to the sky, it's this beautiful knowing that I know my truth. I know who I am. I know how much life has transformed me and shaped the way that I see the world. And with that wisdom, I get to step into this beautiful full energy again and go through the journey again of that spiral, of that fool's journey of maybe seeing things in a new way, maybe experiencing life in a new way, maybe starting a new project or starting a new journey, but you have all this wisdom that's accompanying you on that path. So it's like, yes, maybe you feel like this newborn in a sense. Maybe you feel this energy of, oh, wow, I feel like I'm about to initiate myself into something different, maybe something deeper. But I also carry this wisdom and I carry the ability to have discernment. So that's why the Fool isn't coming out as this like reckless, trying all these things energy. It's like, it's very grounded. And it's very much like, I have boundaries within my energy. I know what I want to give energy to. I know what I don't want to give energy to. And since I know how to have discernment with myself, since I know how to be selective in my energy, it makes tapping into this full energy so much more potent. Because you know what's in alignment and you know what's not in alignment. So then when you're starting to receive these messages that are initiating you onto a new path, it's more of a remembrance. It's more of, I have the right container to receive this. You know, because you have the wisdom and that almost like that self-protection to feel safe in jumping into this newness, into this emptiness of potential. Because I feel like the Fool is also this beautiful empty space of, okay, I've cleared the way. I've cleared what doesn't serve. Now, what's moving through me? Now, what am I waking up to? What can I not ignore? What is a truth that cannot be ignored within me? And how can I connect with that truth? Just a little bit every day. without expecting it to take form, without expecting it to arrive with a quickness, but just allowing it to flow. And since you're so deeply anchored in your truth, it's a beautiful opportunity to just allow this process to arrive. Because you're gonna know if something feels aligned and in the right direction, and you're gonna know when something doesn't feel aligned with your values and who you are. So this is not about forcing. This is about allowing the newness to encompass you in a way that is grounded and that is you. Let's see if there's anything else here. But that's beautiful. That's such a fertile ground for receiving, is when you have that discernment, right? When you know, it's like knowing when to take what resonates and when to leave what does not resonate, right? So the Queen of Swords is a very decisive energy too. So it's like, I love that in combination with the Fool. Because you're not letting all these different pathways overwhelm you. You're very much anchored in who you are, which makes this process so empowering, because the Fool brings this beautiful humility to that process, but the Queen brings that inner truth. And then the Judgment brings this beautiful illumination energy, this beautiful waking up to something different. A higher calling, perhaps. Maybe you're stepping into your higher calling right now. So let's see. And with the Queen of Swords energy, it's like, you know you're ready. There's a conviction here. So let's see. Anything else, Spirit? Interesting. And the Three of Cups. Do you see this beautiful dance and celebration that's happening in this card? So it's like I said earlier, like allowing the process to be joyful, allowing yourself to connect with others, to receive wisdom from others, to have conversations with people that are on that frequency that you're on, of opening up to this higher purpose, this calling, opening up to this beautiful Fool's journey again as we enter this. We've been in this Aries season, but it's like that new moon really ignites the initiatory energy within all of us. And I feel like with the Three of Cups, there's a message to celebrate this new beginning, to make it fun, to make it something that isn't heavy or unknown or scary, but something that can make you feel alive. And I think that there's such a beauty in not feeling alone when we go through these periods of awakening and transformation and receiving new messages about the direction that we are stepping into. And there's an importance to not isolate and to be around the people who support your vision. Be around the people who you know believe in you. Be in spaces that activate you and that you leave and you feel full of life again, and you feel like, oh my gosh, being in that space nourished me, it brought me joy, and now I feel this creative energy inside of me just growing. I feel the love growing. Be in spaces that illuminate love. I find it really important to be in groups where I can be vulnerable with people, where we can share what's on our hearts, where we can share aspects of our journey that are sacred, and where we're held in a sacred space. Because having that support is really important when we're on this journey, because there's going to be a lot of naysayers, right? Some of us have family members that think we're a little bit of a fool, right? Some of us have people in our lives that don't see the potency of our gifts. So I think it's really important to surround ourselves in nourishing environments, or at least try to do that as much as possible. Be around people who celebrate you, around people who see you. And don't forget to celebrate the little wins in your life. Don't forget to celebrate how far you've come. Because as we're moving into this newness with the Fool and with the new moon, we're also deeply acknowledging that, okay, Pisces season is over. The loose ends that we had to tie up, the old structure that had to crumble in order for this Fool to emerge, in order for Aries to come in. Like, there's depth in celebrating who you've become and being grateful for the journey and how it's led you to this point of, oh wow, I've emptied myself of everything that maybe held me back in the past. I've emptied myself of the old version. And now I get to step into this version that feels a little bit unknown, but I can feel it being birthed inside of me, and I feel excited for it. And it's something to be excited about, something to celebrate, not something to fear. And especially when we have people around us that really see our light and that see our hearts, it's easier to step into this unknown energy with deep trust. Let me know how that resonated, because I felt this Fool energy coming in so strongly as I was tapping into the energy of this new moon in Aries and what it could possibly be illuminating for us all collectively. So on that note, I will drop some little journaling prompts in the description so that if you want to go deeper into that energy, you can explore it. But, let's end this reading, this message, with a visualization. Let's really feel the energy of this Fool in our bodies, and imagine yourself as that figure. Imagine yourself as this Fool archetype at the edge of the cliff, looking out into the sea of unknown potential, possibility, possible miracles, synchronicities, messages, being guided by a force that we cannot see, and accompanied by our little helpers on our path, whatever those helpers are, whoever those people are, those guides, that guiding light, whatever that is. Imagining yourself with your heart wide open, being led by the heart into the newness, into the new journey. into this initiation. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and imagine yourself as the Fool, as this beautiful being who has successfully gone through life and learned beautiful lessons along the way. Imagining this beautiful freedom permeating from your being, permeating from your heart space. Allow your heart to be fully illuminated in a beautiful white light. Your guides, your angels are watching over you. And you feel this beautiful divine permission to just bask in the joy. The joy at another chance to begin again. And feel yourself as this beautiful archetype, looking out upon the world from the cliff that you're standing upon, and tapping into that deep inner knowing that you are so capable. You're so capable of handling whatever comes next. And you're so deeply receptive to whatever wants to flow through you in this new season. And knowing that you have all the time in the world, there's no rush. There's no rush to become. Because you already know that you're becoming. And allowing the journey to be just as beautiful as the destination. And expand this energy throughout your aura. Expand this energy in front of you, behind you, above you, below you, to the right of you, to the left of you. Allow this energy to expand throughout your city, throughout your country, throughout the world. Allow your aura to become so big, knowing that you're connected to this collective energy. You're connected to the moon, the stars, the galaxy, to spirit, to earth, to everything. You are everything. Allowing spontaneity. Allowing deep listening. Allowing yourself to become unapologetic about your desires. Allowing them to come fully online. Allowing yourself to wake up to what needs to be seen within you. And with your eyes closed, ask this energy right now, needs to be witnessed? What am I waking up to at this time? And allow yourself to receive that message right now. Keeping the eyes closed. And once you receive your message, bring your hand to your heart and feel it. What does it feel like in your body? What would it look like to connect with the message that you received just a little bit every day? And to maybe not look around for, but be receptive to any small nudges that come to you as you continue to tap into this full energy. Because those nudges lead to that greater whole that maybe we can't see just yet. But leaning into trust that every little nudge will lead to the next, and to the next, and to the next. That we don't have to know all the answers right now. But it's important to trust that they will arise when the time is right, and that all the answers are within us, within your heart, within your being, within the field. It's just about calling that in and truly asking from your heart space, asking Spirit, I'm ready to receive this. Spirit, please help me receive an answer for this. And you shall receive. So now let's slowly begin to take some deep breaths into this energy. Releasing any resistance or fear and breathing in love. Sighing out any heaviness. Breathing in that love one last time. And you may now open your eyes. All right. Beautiful. I love the Fool card so much. I feel like it just helps me tap into this energy of, I don't care if anybody thinks I look like a damn fool. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna tap into my uniqueness. That's truly what I feel when that comes up. How can you tap into your uniqueness during this time? The wisdom of your uniqueness, the beat of your own drum. Because that is special, okay? I'm so zenned out from the crystal ball. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Happy new moon in Aries, if I don't post again before then. And wishing you a lot of love through this beautiful, fiery initiation. Let me know what came up for you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you feel called to. And I'm gonna leave you with that. Bye.